What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in this video I'm going to be answering a question that I got recently. And the question was, do you regret becoming a truck driver? Do you wish you would have done something else? So that is the topic of this video. It's a great video for people that are looking at getting into trucking as a long-term career path, or somebody that's in trucking that feels like you have no direction with it. This is a great video for you, so make sure you stay tuned till the very end so you can hear my entire point. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel too, make sure you like the video, sub to the channel, and then if you're somebody that's already subscribed, like the video. It helps grow the channel. It helps with the YouTube algorithm when you do like the video. And so I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to make it short, sweet, and to the point like I always do in my videos. But again, I'm making this because I did get that question of whether or not I regret even becoming a truck driver. I've been asked before whether I regret stuff about my trucking career or would I have done it differently. Like, would I have gone about trucking differently? Not whether I just regret becoming a trucker in general. And short answer is absolutely not. I do not regret becoming a truck driver. And the reason is because I look at a lot of different careers out there, and I see the corporate world where I would have to work in an office and deal with office politics, or I look at the blue-collared world. Now, I'm not against like going into different trades, or I'm really not even against going into the corporate world. But for me, I don't want to work in a warehouse. I don't want to work in an office. I also want to have as much freedom as possible in my job. And the thing I love about trucking is even if you're a company driver, you still have freedom to a degree compared to other jobs. I'm not saying you have total freedom, because at the end of the day, you do have to get the load done. You get a load, you have to pick it up on time, deliver it on time, do it safely, be efficient, all that. But we do get to do a lot of cool things. Like, we do get to travel everywhere in this country. And if you want to, you can take home times in different parts of the country and really get to enjoy the beauty of this country and all the different things we have to do. That the adventure of the job is what I like about it. Also, too, it's not like you're sitting in an office or at a warehouse or whatever and you're being micromanaged. You're really not being micromanaged. I mean, as long as you're following the law, right? As long as you're sticking to the ELD hours of service guidelines, and you're picking up and delivering on time, doing your job pretty much, you're left alone. Especially where I work at Crete, I'm left alone. I was left alone at Millis. As long as I did what I was supposed to do, I was left alone. And again, at both companies, if I wanted to go somewhere and take time off, I could do that. And I really like that about this job. Also, too, while you're driving, I love the fact that all day I can be learning about different topics. And I prefer to learn about business, investing in stocks, investing in real estate, learning how to start my own business. I like learning about history, various different subjects, but I enjoy learning, and trucking allows me to be on my phone or have my earbud in and be listening to audiobooks and educational content all day long. And I've really gotten a college education by just sitting here driving a truck over the last 5 years. It's quite amazing how much you can learn just by driving a truck, as long as you spend your time learning, right? And you can do that, and anybody can do that. But I just love that freedom, and I love that, hey, when you're on a load sometimes and there's a lot of time on that load, I can stop places and visit along the way. I don't even have to go take a lot of time off. I can just visit cool places along the way. A lot of drivers have a lot of fun out here. They do. See, OTR trucking, because that's what I do, OTR trucking is what you make of it. If you don't enjoy being away and you don't enjoy the lifestyle of it, it's not going to be for you. You'd be better suited doing like a local job or a regional job. But again, what I'm touching on in the beginning of this video is really just the day-to-day, right? I'm not even talking about money or anything like that. I'm going to get into that. But it's important that if you're going to do a job, you actually enjoy the day to day, right? Now, there are challenges. You look, we deal with bad weather, we deal with rude shippers and receivers, the DOT, bad drivers on the road, both truck drivers and regular drivers. We deal with that. But I mean, there's pros and cons that come with every single job. And to me, the pros outweigh the cons. Why? Because before I got into trucking, and this is where I'm going to go into the actual money and how to make this career worth it if you're going to do it, and how to make it worth it long term. Not worth it for a short amount of time, long term. You're going to come into trucking and you're going to make this a long term career like I have. And the only way to do that is to really know what you want to do with trucking before you get into it. You need to figure out what you want to do. If you're already in it, it's too late. You can still make a plan now. Starting now, you can. But if you're just driving and you have no idea what you're trying to accomplish, this job will get tiring, and it'll get old, right? You need to be out here driving with a purpose, trying to achieve a goal, and just get up every day and work towards that goal. So for me, I wanted to achieve financial independence by age 35. I got into the trucking industry at 24. I'm 29 years old now, and I'm halfway towards that goal. I am. I set out to achieve it in 11 years, and I'm already halfway. Now, what I did was I used trucking. Well, I was already out of debt when I got into trucking, but I built up a 6-month emergency fund in the first year I was driving, and then I started investing in low-cost, broad-based index funds that track the total U.S. stock market and the total international stock market. And my allocation is 75% U.S. stocks, 25% international. And every single week, I've been dollar cost averaging roughly about 50%, 50 to 60% of every paycheck I've gotten since 5 years ago. I've been investing consistently into low-cost index funds, and I have not stopped. And that's resulted in me being in a position to be able to start my own business, be halfway to that goal of financial independence, and it's been worth it. But I had that goal of wanting financial independence before I got into trucking. Yeah, I knew that I would enjoy the adventures of trucking. I knew that I would, because I love to travel. I love to be as free as possible. I love the free feeling of being a truck driver. And those of you that already are drivers know what I'm talking about. But you can't just have that. You can't just enjoy the job. You have to have those goals that you're trying to achieve. You have to know where you're going with this, right? And that's the most important thing. And that is what keeps me going even during the bad days, where, yeah, sometimes you'll have days where you do want to quit. Absolutely. But for the most part, I don't have those days, because I know that, hey, with every load that I'm booked on and every load that I run, I'm closer and closer to my goal of financial independence. And what creating financial independence is doing is it's not only opening up opportunities for me to work if I want to work, but also venture out and start things that I'm not even doing currently, that are more of a passion of mine that could turn into a full-time thing outside of trucking, right? And that's what I love about this business, is there's so much opportunity for growth, right? That is another thing you got to understand. So just first and foremost, I had my plan. That's why I don't regret it. 2, I see the opportunities as well to venture out of that initial goal, right? I can, if I want, I can go become an owner-operator, start a fleet, grow a fleet if I want to. I could even go into a different area of trucking. I could become a broker. I could become a dispatcher. There's so many different options in trucking, right? I could use my savings to go and buy real estate. There's so many different options, and trucking has allowed me and put me into that position to create generational wealth for my family. Now, is every trucker going to come in and create generational wealth? I'm going to end with this, because when I talk about stuff like this on my channel, I get a lot of pushback from people saying, oh, that's a pipe dream, it can never happen. Yeah, well, it's a pipe dream if you don't have a plan and don't know how to work the plan, and you don't want to work the plan, right? If you just make money and spend it all, yeah, you're never going to get ahead really with any job, not just trucking. But if you have a plan with the money you make and you learn how to grow that money and make strategic moves to expand within the business or outside of the business, man, the sky is the limit. It's really that easy. You work, you make your money, and you use your money to buy assets, whether that's your own trucking company, real estate, investing in stocks, whatever it may be. That is the only way to make this career worth it. I fully believe that. I mean, please, if you disagree that there's another way to make it worth it, please state your case in the comment section, because if you're not going to use this to create passive income, then what are you using it for, in my opinion? And that's why I don't regret trucking, because it's afforded me the ability to invest so aggressively. People are like, man, that's crazy. You invest 50% of your income. Well, trucking has given me that income to be able to do it. Now, I'm also out of debt, so my expenses are very, very low. And I'm still able to enjoy my life, by the way. It's not like my wife and I don't ever do anything fun and we're just super frugal. No, we go on vacations all the time. Like every year we go on a vacation. We do a bunch of fun things when I'm off, but we're out of debt. We have very little bills and our expenses are very low. And so we're able to not only enjoy our life, but invest aggressively towards our goal of financial freedom. And if it wasn't for trucking, though, I wouldn't even have the income to be able to invest that. I would still invest, but maybe probably not that aggressively. And so I owe that all to trucking. And why do I make the content I make? Because I know there's a bunch of people that are negative on the trucking industry. They look down on it. That's probably why this person was asking me this question, because I'm sure they see all that negativity out there surrounding as it pertains to the trucking business. And people have valid points about trucking and how negative it is if they don't have a plan. It's valid. Like if you're just out here and you're blowing everything you make, absolutely, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But if you're out here with a purpose, it's 100% worth it. And to me, it's one of the best careers there is. One of the best careers there is to go from nothing to becoming really wealthy. I firmly believe that. So that's my video for today. In my next video, I'm going to touch again on index funds. I'm going to start doing videos more on lessons on the stock market, and I like doing videos like that. I know a lot of you do enjoy when I do those videos, and I'm actually going to go into some of the funds that I invest in personally and some of the funds that I like. And yeah, so that's going to be the next video I do. I hope you guys stay tuned for that. In the future, I'll try to get that out. I'll probably get that out by the end of the week or Monday next week. So God bless. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.